You wake up in the morning and your legs feel heavy. You get up too quickly and feel a little dizzy. Or maybe you've been struggling with muscle cramps, fatigue, or rising blood pressure, and you chalk it up to aging. But what if the real problem is something much simpler and easier to fix? Today we're talking about potassium, a mineral your body absolutely depends on, especially as you get older. It's not just another nutrient. It's a silent regulator of your heart rhythm, your muscles, your blood pressure, and even your energy. Yet, millions of seniors in America are quietly not getting enough, and the consequences, they can be serious, even life-threatening. In this video, we'll explore what potassium actually does inside your body, why older adults are often deficient without knowing it, and most importantly, what foods you can eat to naturally and safely boost your potassium levels. Let's dive in. Potassium is not just another mineral on your nutrition label. It's a life-sustaining electrolyte that plays a critical role in nearly every cell and organ in your body. First and foremost, potassium is essential for maintaining a steady heartbeat. Every time your heart pumps blood, potassium ions move in and out of heart cells to generate the electrical impulses that keep your heart rhythm stable. A deficiency in potassium can lead to arrhythmias or irregular heartbeats, a particularly dangerous condition for older adults. Second, potassium is crucial for proper muscle function. It helps your muscles contract and relax smoothly, not just in your arms and legs, but also in critical systems like your digestive tract and even your lungs. Low potassium levels often manifest as cramps, muscle weakness, or even constipation and difficulty breathing. Third, potassium helps regulate blood pressure by balancing the effects of sodium. While sodium tends to increase fluid retention and raise blood pressure, potassium encourages the body to excrete excess sodium through the urine. This makes potassium-rich diets an effective, natural approach to managing high blood pressure, especially vital for older adults at risk of hypertension and cardiovascular disease. In addition, potassium plays a supporting role in nerve conduction and energy metabolism. It helps transmit signals between nerves and muscles, keeping your body responsive and your brain alert. When potassium levels drop, you may feel fatigued, sluggish, or even mentally foggy. What makes potassium especially important for seniors is that aging kidneys become less efficient at maintaining electrolyte balance. On top of that, many older adults take medications like diuretics, ACE inhibitors, or laxatives, all of which can reduce potassium levels. Without realizing it, a potassium deficiency may quietly increase the risk of cardiac issues, muscle wasting, and chronic fatigue. In short, potassium is a silent protector, essential to your heart, muscles, blood pressure, and nerves. Yet it's often overlooked. And for older adults, maintaining adequate potassium isn't just beneficial, it's potentially life-saving. Why potassium becomes even more vital and often lacking in older adults. As we age, potassium plays a far more critical role in maintaining health than many people realize. It's not just an ordinary mineral, it's an essential electrolyte that governs how your heart beats, how your muscles move, and how your nerves send signals throughout the body. In younger adults, the body typically maintains potassium balance efficiently. But in older adults, that balance becomes more fragile. Several age-related changes disrupt potassium homeostasis. For instance, kidney function gradually declines with age, reducing the body's ability to retain or excrete potassium appropriately. This makes older adults more vulnerable to both high and low potassium levels. But low potassium or hypokalemia is far more common. Why? A combination of factors: medications, common prescriptions for seniors, especially diuretics, corticosteroids, and some heart medications, can flush potassium out of the body. Chronic conditions, illnesses like high blood pressure, heart failure, or type 2 diabetes often come with both dietary restrictions and medications that affect potassium levels. Reduced intake. Appetite often decreases with age, and many seniors avoid high potassium foods like bananas, potatoes, or beans due to concerns about digestion, sugar, or convenience. Digestive changes. Older adults may experience reduced absorption efficiency in the intestines, limiting how much potassium they can extract from food. What's more concerning is that potassium deficiency in older adults often goes unnoticed. Mild hypokalemia might not cause symptoms, or may be dismissed as normal aging, such as feeling weak, tired, or having leg cramps. Yet, chronically low potassium quietly increases the risk of heart arrhythmias, elevated blood pressure, bone demineralization, and even sudden cardiac events. A 2022 review published in Nutrients confirmed that inadequate potassium intake is associated with higher rates of cardiovascular events in the elderly, and that even modest increases in dietary potassium could significantly improve outcomes, especially when combined with reduced sodium intake. So, while potassium matters at any age, it becomes a silent protector for older adults, one that needs deliberate attention, especially when symptoms are subtle or masked by other conditions. How do you know? If you're low on potassium, especially in old age, potassium deficiency doesn't usually shout. It whispers through your body with subtle but serious symptoms. And if you're over 60, these signs can easily be mistaken for just aging. But they could actually be your body crying out for help. One of the earliest and most common red flags: muscle weakness or cramping, especially in the legs and calves. You might feel your legs give out a bit when you climb stairs, or your muscles may twitch or cramp at night. That's because potassium is vital for muscle contraction. Without it, your muscles misfire, tire quickly, or seize up. But it doesn't stop there. Your heart is a muscle too, and when potassium is low, it can't keep a steady rhythm. This may feel like a flutter in your chest, skipped beats, or a racing heart, what doctors call arrhythmia. In older adults, especially those on heart or blood pressure medication, this can become dangerous very quickly. Then there's the fatigue, not just being a little tired, but a deep dragging fatigue that doesn't go away after rest. Potassium helps your cells produce energy and maintain fluid balance. When it drops, your whole system starts slowing down. You may also feel lightheaded, dizzy, or even constipated, symptoms that seem unrelated but all tie back to low potassium. In some cases, potassium deficiency may cause numbness or tingling in your hands, feet, or face. This happens when nerves start misfiring, a direct result of the electrolyte imbalance in your body. And when potassium gets dangerously low, it can lead to muscle paralysis, severe constipation, or life-threatening drops in blood pressure, especially in older adults with kidney issues, diabetes, or those taking diuretics, which flush potassium out of the body. So, how can you naturally boost your potassium levels, especially if you're over 60? Let's begin with a fruit that's as practical as it is powerful: the banana. It's soft, easy to digest, and incredibly convenient. One medium banana provides about 420 milligrams of potassium, helping support muscle strength and heart rhythm in older adults. It's no wonder bananas are often recommended by doctors as a go-to potassium booster, especially for those with reduced appetite or chewing difficulties. But bananas aren't the only stars. In fact, diversifying your diet with a range of potassium-rich foods is even better. For example, sweet potatoes contain over 540 milligrams of potassium per medium-baked serving and are loaded with fiber and vitamin A, a bonus for digestion and immunity. Leafy greens like spinach, Swiss chard, and beet greens are some of nature's most potent potassium sources. 1 cup of cooked spinach alone gives you around 840 milligrams. nearly 20% of your daily needs. Plus, these greens are packed with magnesium and antioxidants that help with blood pressure and inflammation. Enjoying fruit, oranges, kiwis, cantaloupe, and prunes also make excellent additions to your potassium strategy. Even dried fruits like apricots and raisins are good choices. Just be mindful of portion sizes due to natural sugars. Don't forget about plant-based proteins like lentils, edamame, and kidney beans. These not only provide potassium, but also add fiber and plant compounds that support heart and digestive health. Importantly, potassium from whole foods is much safer than taking supplements, especially as we age. That's because the body absorbs and regulates potassium from food naturally, reducing the risk of hyperkalemia, a potentially dangerous spike in potassium that can affect heart function. If you're on diuretics, ACE inhibitors, or medications for heart or kidney disease, talk to your doctor. These drugs can affect how your body manages potassium, making a balanced diet not just helpful, but essential. For older adults, increasing potassium intake must be done thoughtfully because while too little potassium is harmful, too much can be equally dangerous, especially if kidney function is impaired. The safest way to increase potassium is through food, not supplements. Natural sources such as bananas, sweet potatoes, spinach, avocados, and white beans provide potassium in a form your body can regulate more easily. These foods also come with fiber, antioxidants, and other nutrients that support heart and muscle health. Potassium supplements should only be used under medical supervision. Excess potassium, hyperkalemia, can cause irregular heartbeat, muscle weakness, or even cardiac arrest in severe cases. This risk is especially high in seniors taking ACE inhibitors, ARBs, or potassium-sparing diuretics. Hydration is also important. Mild dehydration can worsen potassium imbalance by concentrating levels in the blood. Seniors should aim to drink adequate fluids unless otherwise advised by a doctor. Key tip: always pair potassium-rich foods with regular lab monitoring, especially if you're managing kidney disease, diabetes, or heart conditions. So, remember this: potassium is more than just a mineral. It's a quiet defender of your heart, your muscles, and your vitality. As we get older, paying attention to these silent supporters becomes even more important. The good news? You don't need expensive pills. Just eat real foods, drink enough water, and talk to your doctor if you're unsure. Your body is wiser than you think. It just needs the right fuel. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share it with someone you care about, and subscribe for more tips on staying strong and healthy at any age. Take care of yourself. Your best years are still ahead.